Alright, it is time to get the nonsense started for today. And I gotta say, I fucking hate this weather. Because I think it's the weather. If it's not the weather, my body is fucking with me. But, like, we have had some nasty barometric pressure around here the last couple days. And as such, my ears have felt like that perpetual state of needing to be popped as, you know, like, as you're taking off in an airplane sort of deal. So, like, either the pressure is fucking with my ears, or I have some nasty, waxy buildup that needs to be taken care of. I can't tell which right now. And it is bugging the shit out of me. Anyway, time to head to New Sharlayan and meet Master Matoya. Oh, really? I would be very honored to hear his opinion. Ah, I see, I see. Alright. Ishgard first. God. The snowy nighttime theme for Ishgard just makes it feel like I have been transported directly into December. I miss the winter already. Okay. Tailfeather. God, the organs today are just rumbling in my ears something fierce. No, I'm actually half tempted to wait until the day-night cycle swaps over to day before we head in. I'm not going to, but I'm tempted.
To the Thalaic River, where to the melted snows of Abelathia's spine eventually find their way by means of 1,000 silver streams. Whose waters have long nourished the Travanian hinterlands, and so provided for a settlement of learned souls from across the northern seas. To the city of Sharlayan, that great seat of knowledge now abandoned by her keepers, they came.
That's odd on the left there. Also, before I forget, there we go. Oh, don't worry. I'll point it out as we go by. Talking about this. Well, it looks empty for now. Maybe if we get a little closer. No, there's definitely something in there. What could it be? And no, it is not another egg. Yeah. This is Idyllshire. One of the few hub cities that has stayed relevant and populated long after its expansion is over. And that is all thanks to Chloe, aka my daughter. This is where you get your Wondrous Tales, Nyx. Also looks nothing like it originally did. Yup. It was another one of those things like Mor Dhona where it started out run down, but over the course of patch content, it got built up. Yes. Chloe is the best. I love her. She is my daughter. Anyway, with that said, back to the story. It did get way better than Mor Dhona. Of course, it decides to just be torrential rain for this cutscene. Accidentally in Mor Dhona the other night. Nice. I know the best way to deal with them. Stab them in the face. Yeah, what's up? to keep people from stealing their shit? That's a silly question. I mean, what's not to understand? Charlian is an isolationist country. Like, Louis was actively opposing his nation's wishes by standing up for Eorzea. They left, and they were going to come back, but decided against it. Also, give me 1 second. I need to turn my air conditioner off real quick. Okay, I'm back. I wish the weather would change. This place is so nice when it's not raining. Cheese met fortunal, yeah. Yeah, the Illuminati are assholes. Kinda. Okay. That was a lot of noise in my ears. Do love the layout of this place, though. when you can see it. And yes, absolutely explore the fuck out of this place. It's so cool. No. Thank God, no. Good to know. Goblins are so extra. I doubt you're alone in that. You know you're getting close when you see the Progos. Time to ring Matoya's doorbell. And this is how she answers telemarketers. Anyway.
Don't you know it's rude to enter without knocking? The youth of today. No manners at all.
I love her so much.
Though we neglected to knock, we did create something of a commotion. I had hoped that would suffice.
Heavy-handed as ever, I see. And still not a hint of grace. Some things never change.
To give credit where credit is due, I learned from the best. It has been too long, Master Matoya.
Indeed it has. Oh, it's good to see you again, my girl. And with your fiery spirit unquenched. But look at you, all grown up and womanly. The one there in the fancy duds, that's Louis Soir's granddaughter, I take it?
I love the running joke of Alice and Alphino getting mistaken for each other.
Grandson, begging your pardons. You knew my grandfather, my lady.
Knew him? Ha! We were constantly at each other's throats. Like rabid dogs we were. Oh, he was a stubborn bugger, was your grandfather. Never a dull moment when he was around, though, I'll give him that. As for you, boy, I've known you since you were a rosy-cheeked babe at the teat.
And my sister too, I gather. May I say what an honor it is to meet you again, my lady?
Spare me the hollow pleasantries, boy. I'll wager my remaining good teeth you didn't come to a forgotten corner of Eorzea to flirt with a wrinkly old woman. Now out with it. What is it you need of me?
I love her so much. She's so cantankerous. We need a drill to pierce the heavens. Got any of those?
Azizla. I never thought I'd hear that name again.
You are familiar with it.
As familiar as one can get from poring over musty old tomes. The Allagans set the Isle afloat not long before the sun set on their empire. Old Louis Soir and I often talked about it. The place is home to a research facility dedicated to finding ways of mastering mighty beings, such as primals and dragons. And find ways it did too, frightening ones. Such secrets as lie buried on Azizla aren't fit to see the light of day. And now you tell me a band of dragon-beating primal botherers are trying to dig them up?
Indeed. And to make matters worse, the Ascians have a hand in their plot. They must be stopped, no matter the cost.
I see. Very well.
You will help us then? Truly? I had not anticipated such an impassioned response. Could it be that the presence of young blood has stirred your own?
Ah, some things never change. One day that pertness is going to cost you your tail, my girl. Don't say I didn't warn you.
The dynamic between Matoya and Y'shtola are so wholesome. I love them so much.
"'Twas some 50 years ago, shortly after Garlemald had brought all of Ilsabard under its rule. Faced with the threat of invasion, the people of Sharlayan scrambled about for a means to resist the Empire. For my part, I was tasked with developing an etheric converger.
As far as we know, no, Nyx.
Ah, yes. A device which draws in ether and concentrates it to produce a destructive force.
But as my research neared its end, it was denounced by the Forum, who claimed that my device was more likely to destroy us than our enemies. After that, they and I had a little falling out, and I decided to seal away all the fruits of my research, lest the dunder-headed ingrates reap any benefit. Ha! Petty, I know, but gods, it was satisfying.
Do mine ears deceive? 'Twas you, was it not, who was so fond of saying that all knowledge exists to advance mankind, that how it is used depends on us?
I don't remember. Perhaps. All right, yes. It was a pet phrase of mine. And that should give you a notion of how sick and tired I was of those spineless wretches of the Forum. All talk and no trousers, that lot. That's why I decided to remain behind, rather than join the Exodus.
You may have had your disagreements with my grandfather, but upon that point, your minds were as one.
With respect, Master, the fruits of your research should not be left to spoil. Will you share with us the secrets of the etheric converger?
Aye, I will. All the information you need is contained in a tome I wrote on the subject, but you'll have to fetch it from the forbidden section of the Great Library.
Ah, you were not exaggerating when you said that you had sealed it away. Though the city is abandoned, the library's guardians are all but certain to remain. We must needs cut a path through them. Come, let us away.
Not so fast. You don't expect that you can just waltz on in now, do you?
I have to introduce myself to a broom. Also, I love this version of Matoya's theme. It's so good. Oh hey, it stopped raining. We can actually see what the area looks like now. Doesn't it look cool? Like, just this whole place is so cool looking. Alright. Unrestricted party. Dungeons. Evansward. A great Google library. Yes, there is much reading to be done. Also, just in general, I love the look of this place. Also, this is where you can feel Soken's love of jazz come in. Jesus Christ. A gnat just fucking went up my nose. Jesus Christ. Fucking hate Midwest summers. Ugh. They sure are. Also, you've heard of the Demon Wall, Nyx. What about the Demon Tome? Anyway. It sure does. Yep, FF5. Yeah, this is basically just the Library of the Ancients from 5. Including this fucker. Okay. This is another teachable moment for you, Nyx. Because this guy has an AoE marker that is introduced here. See these circles on the ground? At certain points in his fight, they will light up. These purple parts will also light up. However many are lit up means you need to have that many people standing in it, or else at the end of the channeling spell, he will summon an enemy from it. That said, when you have all the people in the circle that need to be there, a ring of chains will rise up from it. Once the chains are up, you can move and it'll still count. You just have to have the chains come up, and that blocks the summoning. That is something a lot of people struggle with their first time through. And it is something that gets reused later. It locks, exactly, yes. Yeah. Keep that in mind. I will not be doing that because I'm only one person, but also I don't need to. Because it's already dead. Almost back to full reception.
So this is the tome. Excellent. Let us take it to Master Matoya at once.
I keep forgetting I have just a fucking motorcycle. And don't worry about that. We'll get there.
I had not thought to behold this tome again. There. It is deciphered. Now your friend should be able to make sense of the contents. That said, it's one thing to understand the workings of the etheric converger, and another to actually make it work. You do realize how much ether is required.
Sid is keenly aware of the energy dilemma. His airship is by no means large, and it can only bear a limited quantity of crystals.
If only we had white auracite in the etheric siphon.
Alas, Minfilia is missing along with both artifacts, and Moonbreeder is gone.
Would that there were another ready wellspring of energy for us to draw upon.
Why did it not occur to us before? We already have what we need, the Eye! It has been drawing ether into itself for as long as the Great Worms have lived. It is a veritable wellspring of energy.
It might just suit our needs. But is this energy something that can be harnessed at will?
I believe so, with the aid of the Azure Dragoon of Ishgard.
Then it is settled. Let us return to the Holy See at once.
Stola, wait. When did the light fade from your eyes?
I might have known that it would not escape your notice. It has been this way since I returned from the life stream. An after effect of the teleportation magic I invoked, most like.
They are called forbidden spells for a reason. What were you thinking, girl?
I have no regrets. I but did what was necessary to preserve the light of hope, to keep my promise to Minfilia. Besides, it afforded me the rare opportunity to wander the ether, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
I need not tell you that it consumes your very life force to see by sensing the ether around you. Take care of yourself. Do you hear me?
I will, Master Matoya. And thank you.
I mean, that's one thing that hasn't come back to my knowledge, at least. Yes, what is that question? Funny you should ask that. Because that is exactly a plot point in Endwalker. No, the ram is a stabba. Okay. He sure did. No, he knows. He knows. I'm a Dark Knight. He knows. Alright. One last stop, and then it's off on the march to the credits. Alright. We have begun the march to credits. Ain't no stops until then. What's up? Believe me, if I could, I would. Unfortunately, there is no option to turn Haurchefant's shield into a glam. At least, like, you can get a shield for House Fortemps and make that a glam, but not with the hole in it. Otherwise, I would absolutely queue up into that fight and do nothing but shield bash the entire time. That was weirdly well timed, holy shit.
Until but recently, the Ishgardians have kept their doors firmly shut to outsiders. But thanks to you, we have found in them stout allies with whom we may fight to secure the future of the realm. Truly, you are the beacon of hope towards which all men are drawn.
Spare us the hyperbole. 'Tis not for praise that we fight.
Oh? In light of all we have achieved, I felt it only meet to express my gratitude.
All that we have achieved. Spoken like a true outsider. Until the war is over, we have achieved nothing. The coming battle is a chance to excise the root of this conflict. And by my hand it shall be done. Then you may speak of achievement.
'Twas not mine intent to make light of your struggle. If I have given offense, then I apologize. But if I may speak freely, you would do well to be wary of the Eye. Even now, it burns with insatiable hatred, watching unblinking for a sign of weakness. Should you falter for so much as a moment, it will surely consume you.
Save your concern. I will consume the Eye ere I let it consume me.
"12 be praised, thou hast not yet set forth. Cross sand and snow have I journeyed, that I might deliver this gift unto thee."
White Auracite. But whence did it come?
To mine amazement, it lay hid amongst Moonbreeder's last effects. 'Twas but blind chance or providence that I did hap to spy it. Let no man claim that my late friend e'er erred for lack of foresight. In the place whither thou goest, servants of darkness do lie in wait. Pray, give unto me thy pledge that thou wilt strike them down and avenge our fallen comrade.
Ah, excellent timing. We've just finished our work on the Enterprise. She's so much improved, I've decided to give her a new name to suit. The Enterprise Excelsior. Or simply the Excelsior if pressed for time. Once again, she'll carry Eorzea's protectors into battle. All aboard!
I can do no more than see you off with prayers for your safety and success. Yet know that wheresoever you may go, my son's spirit goes with you. May the Fury grant you strength.
Return to us, all of you. Enterprise Excelsior, engage.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
This is it! Get ready!
Eye of mine enemy, render unto me thy power!
No, you will not claim me. I am the master.
Not phallic at all.
We're through!
Chief, we've got an Imperial battleship on our tail, and it's bleeding massive.
Damn it! The bastards were waiting for us to open the door for them. I'm gonna try to shake them. Hang on to something.
We're all going to die! Tataru!
She won't take much more of this!
The time is come to use Hydaelyn's gift. Much blood has been spilled in my name. And for what? For a false cause that I created for want of the warmth of companionship. Saint Shiva, pray Svelga, pray forgive this fool. But even now, I cannot let go of my dream. My dream of a tomorrow in which no child need freeze alone in the snow. Thank you, Svelga.
Is that Azel? What does she mean to do?
O goddess, born of mine own hopes and dreams, for the last time, I beseech you. Fill this vessel with your light, still the hatred within our hearts, and bless us with eternal grace!
I would like to point out that this battleship is bigger than the zone we're going into. Like, this battleship is Midgard-Swarmer sized.
Farewell, warrior of light. And thank you for showing me the way.
No!
This ether. It was a crystal of light. She, too, was one of Hydaelyn's chosen.
Fare you well, my lady.
So before we do anything else, there is one thing I want to point out real quick, like, because this probably isn't going to be relevant to the story, at least, tonight. I don't see us hitting credits in time to start getting into the trials and raids and shit. But I remember after unlocking flight in here, the first thing I did was fly up here and just start looking around. It's a pretty big fucking ship, right? Very Algan future teching, and what the fuck is that over there? That's a familiar statue. This one's pretty familiar, too. And there's the third. You have no fucking idea the amount of existential panic I had when I saw the statues of the Warring Triad up here. Especially considering that these statues form a perfect equilateral triangle. Like, people have measured the center of every statue as the points on the triangle, and yes, they absolutely form a perfect equilateral triangle down to the pixel. Yup. Anyway. That will be for next time, though. Also, we should probably specify no clowns here. Four was my first. He knows Wedge is nonsense. I'm not gonna lie, when I first read that, I'm like, huh, that's a neat reference. Surely they couldn't be that warring triad. I had never heard of that. Then again, I also don't do fishing, so, yeah. Yes, very much that, Nyx. I don't ascribe to those. Oh yeah. This would take so much more time if I had to go by land. Because just figuring out how to navigate this place is such a big pain in the ass. Like, honestly, Nyx, if you get to this point and get frustrated by the geography, let me know and I will come in my car and drive you around. Clearly they evolved from octopuses. Would not shock me. Money well spent, question mark? I do appreciate, though, that this is basically just a guided tour through the area.
Our objective lies at the heart of the Isle. The third will remain to guard the ship, while the second patrols the perimeter and eliminates any threats. The first will come with me to secure the research facility. Let no man doubt the import of our mission. The Allagans found a means to capture Icons alive, and their knowledge lies hid upon this isle. If we can but acquire it, we would be able to prevent the beings from returning to plague us, thus ending the cycle of rebirth. I need not remind you that success will raise our legion high in the Emperor's regard. Yet, by the same token, his radiance does not tolerate failure. That is all. All troops, prepare for deployment!
Hey, May. Because he's an extra little bitch. Don't worry about it.
So that is their purpose.
To think that the knowledge used to bind no less a being than Bahamut sleeps here.
Yes. Yes, you can, Nyx.
Imprisoning a primal in such a manner would represent an effective means to halt the cycle of summoning, were it not for the grave and obvious risks.
Indeed. We need but refer to past experience, that of Bahamut's calamitous return, to see why this is not the solution we seek.
Held in duress, a primal will continue to nurse its hatred for mankind. And when it inevitably breaks free, its rage will be beyond quelling.
Whatever folly the Garleans mean to commit, they can wait. We must remain focused on our task.
Yes, of course. It would not be polite to keep the Archbishop waiting.
Really? You guys are really... Wow, okay. There.
That would explain my men's silence. We meet again. And this time, we will not be interrupted. Come! Show me your power, champions of Eorzea!
Alphino, you're standing in an AoE, you realize that, right?
your strength, warrior of light. And now that I have experienced it firsthand, Van Baelsar's defeat seems less inexplicable. You are a formidable foe, and I have thoroughly enjoyed our time together. Alas, all good things must come to an end. Allagan's secrets await, and there is no profit to be had in remaining here. Keep them occupied.
Coward.
It would seem we have no choice.
You must continue on. We will hold them here.
Take the eye. It should still hold enough energy to be of use to you. I shall join you as soon as I am able.
Enough talk! Make haste and stop the Archbishop!
All the Garlean ships are like that. See, that's the thing, Fox. That gun is just for show because it would only have made me mad. Yeah. About that one of the first brood. You can technically see her from here. It sure is. I want to take a second to really examine what's going on with Tiamat here. She's got chains going through her wings, holding them up and splayed open. And she's got stakes nailing her legs and tail down. And rings to bind her arms to her chest. She has been like that for over 5,000 years. Also, no, Nyx, those are two wings. Just, those are like individual fingers on the wing. But they all tie back into the same two wings. Oh, Terminus, right, yeah. I can read. I did not mean to cut him off.
From these eggs did my children hatch. And once they were full grown, they took wing and spread across all the lands of Hydaelyn.
Neskesk nice in Seth Alan ek mon way in Sale anya esh in esh o esh ed in Angles in Sunis lanan Tai analan Snoma el ules in Send war in Ekmon ashanin Santai mikum el No mon an, no one il an, no edgil. Is kashul and iles an. An ska us el. Tai esk is ach I mon el.
And we're back to full reception.
Warrior of light, beloved daughter, the light abideth within thy heart again. Full valiantly didst thou overcome thy many trials, but glory not in thy success. For the servants of darkness are ever close at hand. Receive of me my blessing once more, and go forth to shine thy light on all creation.
Thou hast broken down the wall I built around thee, and partaken of thy mistress's blessing once more. Strong art thou, mortal, stronger than any other of thy kind. Having looked upon thy deeds, I am convinced thou art worthy to bear her light. The Covenant bound me to thee, but 'twould seem our fates were mingled from the first. Though I will not fight thy battles, I will yet lend thee my wings. Come, mortal. We go to cast out the darkness.
I do appreciate that they just start you on Midgard Swarmer for that. We have hit the expansion title quest, so it's time. What am I doing? Next. Next. Oh, nobody next. Okay. And those are pets you can have. How dare you?
Beautiful.
Anyway, time to tear through this place. Come on, group up. That's it. Group up nice and close like.
I will crush you underfoot! Savages.
Good fight, Hydrus. See you later. Well, I mean, the first time we fought, I had to level sync down to what the game wanted me to be. Here, not so much. Ah, I got stunned. Anyway. Alright. Come together. Anyway. I love just tearing through old content like this. It's so fun. Also, this is my favorite spot to come take pictures, because that is just such a cool visual to have in the background.
the champion of Hydaelyn.
Tell me, why do you despise the primals so? They are the embodiment of mortal will, of mortal desire. Plainly, you desire a foe to despise, and 'tis well that you do, for it is from the vortex of ceaseless conflict that Lord Zodiark shall be reborn.
Through the joining, the world shall become whole again. Then all shall be as once it was, as it should ever have remained.
For the glory of Lord Zodiark.
Your meddling ends here and now, warrior of light.
So yeah, about that, guys. One full combo is all it took for the two of them.
Such strength, it defies all reason.
No, I will not be bested by the likes of them. La Habrea, it is time.
Very well. Let us show these mortals the true power of the Echo. The power to break down the barriers of existence.
Become you.
And we are become one.
Back here. Not quite, Nyx, but you're on the right track, at least.
that she might regain the blessing of light I had foreseen. But she has grown so strong in it as to deny us our power.
Let us withdraw, La Habrea. That power remains to us, at least. Impossible!
Yeah, yeet! We threw our Pokeball and caught a Sanassian. Bye, Aegiorm. See you in Shadowbringers.
So, you harness the Eye's power. A pity you spent it all. What will you do now, hero?
It may be spent, but it's got a lot of energy around to recharge. How you feeling, La Habrea?
So, not even the vaunted warrior of light can unmake an Ascian without relying upon mortal contrivances.
You?
In the distant past, King Thordan and his Knights 12 fought and defeated Nidhogg. Though the victory cost them dear, they were rewarded with a great prize, the Dread Worm's Eyes, both of which have since been held in the Holy Sea's safekeeping. The eye you possess was Nidhogg's left, and long has it served as the source of the Azure Dragoon's might. As for its twin, it has lain here, joined to the person of Haldreth, the first Azure Dragoon. For though he learned to harness its power, he was ultimately consumed by it. Even in death, his body decays not. A pitiful end for a fabled hero. My Ascian friend, long have you and your kind sown the seeds of chaos by teaching mortals the secrets of summoning. But if you assumed that we would meekly serve as your pawns, then you are gravely mistaken.
You would raise a hand against us?
By taking unto my flesh the soul of the legendary King Thordan, I can become a god.
I like to think Ion is just off to the side like, I'm gonna let this play out. See how it goes.
Not cessation. whose being is sustained by a millennium of fervent prayer, and the eye's nigh bottomless reservoir of ether.
What?
Your contempt for man has proven your undoing, Ascian. For my first act as God King, I do hereby sentence you to die.
It is, but also, like... kinda... worth it, in my opinion.
Gods feed upon ether. It matters not what form that ether takes. Ascian souls are no exception. With this power, I shall put an end to 1,000 years of conflict.
So yeah, he just ate La Habrea.
Dragon or primal. Wheresoever the seeds of chaos threaten to quicken, I shall excise them with my divine blade and bring order to the world. I have become that which you abhor, warrior of light. If you would take issue with my godhood, I shall answer you with my blade.
Oh, hey! Aw. Baby's getting ready to finish Heaven's Word. Anyway, now that I have done that... trial, here we go. Yeah, this isn't just a one-on-one.
Brothers, the time has come to call upon the true power of the Heaven's Ward.
It's a 12v1.
Now I'm a little motivated.
Fight me if you will, warrior of light. I care not. All who stand against me
At 13, okay, yeah.
Be they servants of the darkness or the light. By my blessing shall all men be sanctified, and an endless era of peace begin. Vice and conflict shall cease to be. You reject my divinity, yet what have you to offer my people in its stead? Bitter truth? Virtuous suffering? No matter. If you believe your cause just, I call upon you to defend it with your life.
Also, This fucking song is so good. Anyway. Yeah, note I cannot actually kill him now. Yeah, that was Knights of the Round. Also, I am putting my sword away so I can just show off how pathetic he swings after this. Like, you survive that and you win. Like, he's not even hitting me now.
How can this be? A millennium of prayer and the Eye's power combined, and still you stand.
you? What are you?
The victory fanfare at the end always feels out of place.
It is over then. I had hoped that mine would be the hand to end it. But knowing you, there was little chance of that. 'Twould seem the Eye has served you well. Its twin. At long last. All that remains is to take them beyond the reach of man and dragon both. With this task accomplished, my toil shall finally be at an end.
What hath thy fury made of thee? Let us away, servant of Hydaelyn.
Chief! Over there! Oi!
Ha ha! Gods damn it, do you always have to cut it so bloody close?
It would seem she has done it again.
Nope, that was a Knights of the Round joke.
Was there ever any doubt? Let us return to Ishgard. Our friends will be eager to learn the battle's outcome and welcome back their champion.
Where is Estinian?
Yeah, about that, Stola.
I dare say you are the first soul in Ishgardian history to arrive in our city upon Dragonback. This scene shall be remembered for 1,000 years to come.
As we had feared, the Archbishop summoned the soul of King Thordan into himself, and thence became a primal.
But he and his knights are no more, thanks to the Warrior of Light.
Your struggles are not yet over, mortals.
Whom do I have the pleasure?
I am Midgard Sormer. I have journeyed with Hydaelyn's champion and observed her deeds in the conflict between man and dragon. Tell me, children of Thordan, do you desire peace?
My people have committed unspeakable atrocities against dragonkind, even against our own. Would that we could undo these wrongs, but we cannot.
Also notice that Tataru is the only one not kneeling here, and Midgard Sormer's just like, I'll allow it.
Be that as it may, the future yet presents a chance to begin anew. Our nation has broken free of the shackles of a false faith, and Nidhogg shall lead his kindred against us no more. I doubt not that it will require much effort and perseverance, but 'tis my belief that in time, Ishgard will again become a place where man and dragon may abide together in harmony.
I shall remember thy words. Yet be warned, Nidhogg's soul liveth on. His unbridled rage hath claimed for its vessel the one thou callest the Azure Dragoon.
Estinian.
Doubt not but that Nidhogg will call out to his brood ere long, nor that they shall answer him. Steel yourselves, for the true test is yet to come.
Come what may, we will never cease to believe. Upon the souls of they who have sacrificed themselves to pave the way for peace, we will never abandon our cause.
1,000-year war cannot be ended in a day. It may take generations. What thou dost begin, thy children must continue. Entrust unto them thy hopes and dreams, that peace may reign again, and forevermore.
I mean, nobody made him. Yeah, That was a voluntary thing. I don't think Midgardsormr would have taken offense had he decided to stay standing.
Let all here present attest that Sir Emeric, acting on behalf of the Archbishop, has appended his signature. I do hereby declare that from this day forth, the Holy See of Ishgard shall once more be counted a member of the Eorzean Alliance. Let our nations move forward as one and stand united against the Garlean Empire.
For the future of Eorzea.
For the future of Eorzea!
There you are. A noble monument to a noble soul.
From here, Lord Orzhofon can watch over all of Ishgard.
It has been a long and arduous journey, and we have lost much and more along the way. Yet come what may, we must stay true to our purpose and press on.
That's right, you two. It's high time we got back to rebuilding the Scions. Which means we're going to need money! And lots of it!
Thankfully, it's very easy to find.
So ends a glorious chapter in their tale. However, tumultuous days yet lie ahead for Ishgard. After 1,000 years under the yoke of the Church, the people take their first tentative steps into the unknown. And though they spy a glimmer of peace upon the horizon, Nidhogg's vengeful shadow yet remains to darken the way. Be that as it may, so long as the young commander of the Temple Knights and his heroic companions are there to guide them, the people may hold fast to hope. The hope that one day true peace will return to Ishgard, and that man and dragon may live in harmony once more. Let the deeds writ herein never be forgot, that they may inspire generations yet unborn to strive ever heavensward.
And there's our first set of credits for Heavensward. This is still definitely one of the more impactful expansions, but like, replaying it did kind of highlight how weirdly paced it was towards the middle. Like, they really needed a better way to integrate the Ul'dah storyline. Because, like, for starters, the Ul'dah stuff just kind of felt indecisive, I want to say. Like, they had one idea for where it was going to go, setting up Lorito as like a big master or Machiavellian mastermind. But then they were like, but we want to have Nanamo back. And they just... It's very odd feeling. The rest of the expansion is great. It's just that one little storyline in the middle of everything that just kind of breaks up the actual plot people were really invested in. Like, honestly, if I had been in charge of like structuring everything, I would have put the Ul'dah stuff in the post game patches. Like, weave that in with rebuilding the Scions, rather than have it intertwined with Ishgard and its struggles. Because as it is, it just kind of serves as a distraction, I feel like. But with that being my one real criticism of the expansion, I feel like that's a pretty dang good review. Anyway, skipping the credits.
So Lahabrea and Igaeorm have fallen, bested by mortals in their attempt to initiate the Eighth Rejoining. That they should be so complacent. And now it falls to me to deal with the consequences. Without intervention, the balance between light and darkness will begin to shift, placing our mission in jeopardy. Hydaelyn's champion has grown too strong. Her might encroaches upon the realm of gods. Equilibrium must needs be restored. The time has come for you and yours to join the fray. Warrior of Darkness.
Remind me, why is there no rest for the righteous?
Because they care, Master Garland.
Of all the things they could have picked to play with, that's not a toy, you bloody fools, it's a primal!
I wouldn't do that if I were you, Fox. Oh. That's the end of Chapter 2 of Heavensward. We have options now. We've got two patches worth of content here. Also, have 2 raid set things to go through. So we're going to call things here for, actually like 3, because we've got Alexander, Shadows over Mahak, and the Warring Triad. So we're going to call things here for progress-wise, but I do want to do a poll before we go. I'm going to put this to a vote as to what we tackle first. So, Alexander is our raids. Shadow over Mahawk is the Alliance raid. Warring Triad is our Trials. And Patches are going to the second set of credits. All will be done on stream eventually. It's just a matter of what gets done first. Really, only one vote? Okay, 2 votes. Warring Triad? 3, okay. 2 people snuck in right at the buzzer. Warring Triad it is. Okay. I will go ahead and lock that in. So that will be our suspend point. Suspend. Yeah. Anyway. So that'll be all for that. You started to vote for Alexander. I would have made it a 3-way tie. Anyway, thank you all for coming and hanging out. Tomorrow I will be over on Rose's channel for more Ace Attorney. And Saturday we will be back to this. I'm probably going to just focus on this for a while now that 100 line is done. Because, like, I'll be honest, I'm feeling the itch to get into Dawntrail. So I think I'm just going to try and power through as much as I can, as fast as I can. Don't know how long that'll last, because I do have other games I want to do for my main project, like I need to do the Nier remake and Subnautica 2. But for now, at least, I'm on the 14 train. So... that said, get my, fuck. Where's my other browser window? There it is. I'm blind. Okay. See who's live that we can raid. Rosa is doing some blueprints with Gigi. Let's go annoy them. Anyway, y'all have an excellent evening. Take care. And until next time, I will catch you all later.